Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you have not subscribed to. Now, William Samoei Ruto's conversation yesterday during a session of Ibrahim Foundation. This was a shock to whole Africa and also across the world. As the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto, came out saying that they were mistreated. They were being ferried in one bus when it comes to the African countries or African presidents that were being ferried like school kids. When I watched the video of William Samoei Ruto arguing like that, I connected it with whatever Kabando has come out to write, of course, to post in his Twitter handles. And also I came out connecting with what happened with Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, where he also came out saying the same thing, that they should and they will not accept any mistreatment from West countries. What we've seen recently, it is William Samoei Ruto himself that has been so much supportive and also eloquent when it comes to these Western countries. It is not once, it is not twice. We've seen William Ruto many times embracing these people, not knowing what next for William Samoei Ruto. As other presidents of Africa are coming out to reject a kind of mistreatment and also blackmail, frustration from these Western countries, William Ruto, it is only yesterday that he has come out to speak the truth. And this truth, is there any possibility of making William Ruto to land himself in a trouble? Because also some people came out advocating for African leadership, and also they are being strong Pan-Africanists, not knowing that these people are also lethal when you come also giving such a statement, which according to me, it is not bad William Ruto to come out to say that we should not be mistreated, we should not be blackmailed. We are being ferried in one bus as school kids. Is it this fair? Is it fair? And that is what William Ruto said. So I want you to watch the video of William Samoei Ruto arguing yesterday. Then after that, I want us to have an inclusive analysis. We want to connect with the tweet of Kabando. We want to relay with what happened to Muammar Gaddafi, and is there a possibility of these West countries coming out to reject now the leadership of William Ruto, because they thought that William Ruto was going to be so lenient, was going to be so embracive towards their leadership and also their captivity. But now they have sensed that William Ruto is now removing his nails like a lion. Is now realizing that these people has not any good ideas to our African countries, which it is about blackmail, frustration. And for William Ruto, in this video, you will understand his cry toward these Western countries that has been always behind blackmailing African countries so that they can exploit what they have. So this is just a basis of an interest of these Western countries. So watch that video, then we continue.
That it will not going to be business as usual. We have these meetings, Africa, US meeting, Africa, Europe, Africa, Turkey, Africa,
India.
Now we are waiting for, there is another one, Africa, Russia.
And Africa, Japan.
And Africa, Japan. We have made the decision that it is not intelligent for 54 of us to go and sit before one gentleman from another place. And I mean, and sometimes we are mistreated.
Yeah.
You know, we are loaded into buses like school kids. You know, and it's not right.
Well, you are summoned. You know,
it's not right. So The decision that we have made as AU is that going forward, if there is going to be a discussion between Africa and any other country, we are going to be represented by the chair, the outgoing chair, the bureau. Let's
chair of the commission or the chair
and the chair of the REX, and we have 5 REX. That should be sufficient for, I mean, a meeting of maybe 6, 7. Yeah. That should be able to represent Africa. And that is the position I am taking as the President of Kenya. For any other meeting that we are going to have with all these requests that we have a meeting between Africa and one other country, we respect the sovereignty of others. I think to ask for reciprocation is not to ask for too much.
No.
And for us to agree that let us have this kind of setup. The only, because I had a conversation with President Kagame, and he actually led that particular position. I have had a conversation with Prime Minister Abiy. He believes very strongly that that should be the position of our continent.
Now, I think you've watched whatever William Ruto has come out to say. This also connects with those who came out earlier, before William Ruto became the president, even we leave alone becoming deputy president. There are several African leaders that have come out to fight for the truth and to defend themselves from the mistreatment from these Western countries. When Muammar Gaddafi came out rejecting a kind of dictatorship and also blackmail from these Western countries, you saw what happened between US and Muammar Gaddafi. You saw that the most mineral that was there was about oil. So these people, when they felt like there's something good that they can benefit from, they will ensure that they exploit your country until they take over. Since they killed Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, that country has never been stable since then till date. So these people are such a kind of people that when they are out there to look for their interest, they're just going to exploit the minerals. Those minerals they transport to their countries, they benefit from it, then they just give you just a portion, just a little portion, even an eighth of the mineral. So it seems like you as Africans, you look like they are helping you freely, but they are exploiting you. And that is what Muammar Gaddafi did when he came out protecting the resources of their country. Then they came out blackmailing and frustrating Muammar Gaddafi, by then as the president of Libya. Then it reached the time that he was killed. So there is a criteria that when I connect with what Kabando Wakabondo has said, Kabando Wakabondo has come out to say this, that Gaddafi spoke, Mugabe spoke, Mandela spoke, Sankara spoke. Of the 4, only Madiba was spared. Ruto has spoken. Will Ruto prevail? As an unapologetic African socialist, I support this quest for Pan-African identity and dignity. What is the role and or power of Pan-African Parliament? Because William Ruto has come out to say that sometimes we are being mistreated. We are loaded onto buses like school kids. It is not right. So is there any possibility of William Ruto this quest as something that is important that these West countries are going to consider? And if truly they are going to consider, is William Ruto betraying them? Because they thought that William Ruto is their man in Africa. You saw the other time when William Ruto was in the US and also in several meetings in Western countries. It is a very clear indication that they were embracing William Ruto so much. Because when you look at Kagame of Rwanda, was so strict. When you look at Museveni of Uganda, so strict. When you look at Okafor of Ghana, was so strict. And several others that has been so strict. You saw even the Ramaphosa also giving their statement that they will not accept being frustrated and mistreated. But it was only William Ruto that was still embracing them. Now, as William Ruto yesterday come out to blow up, it was a clear indication that things has come out to fade out. Why? Because no trust again. What William Ruto expected from them has come out to be like their interest first, then your interest second. Then it will reach a time that you have suffered already, then they will come as if they are helping you, but they have already exploited you through your minerals, through your leadership, through your economy, all of those kind of things. So it is not only what William Ruto said that they were being loaded onto buses like school kids, but also there are other things that these people are trying to exploit from Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, is there any possibility of William Ruto being blackmailed after this statement? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing. Bye bye till we meet on another video.